3 young Americans will go on trial in a foreign country today, and many more questions will be raised about their country's role in the war against Yugoslavia. It was just what Washington had been praying would not happen. The whole point of an air war is that you do not expose your troops on the ground. And on the line now from Belgrade is Milorad Popovic, who is the Deputy Minister for Information there. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are you going to put these men on trial today?
No, I'm not going to put anyone on trial, but I'll rather put your people that are dropping bombs on our country on trial. Though I can say that those 3 men that were on some kind of scouting mission over the border in Serbia that are detained, that they are in hands of our military, as being the fact that you are bombing us for 10 days now, not meaning you directly, but US of A, Britain, and some other European allies. Those people are, of course, to be detained.
Until when?
Until the decision on what charges they are going to be brought up to the court.
But you cannot charge them under the terms of the Geneva Convention. If you regard them as prisoners of war, they cannot be charged. They shouldn't have been put on television yesterday. They shouldn't have been beaten up.
Well, actually, sir, under the Geneva Convention, you are not allowed to bomb our country. Actually, sir, you are not allowed to drop plaster bombs, to run down bridges, so on and so forth. First of all, your president, or prime minister, sorry to say, your prime minister and American president say that this is not against Yugoslav people, that you are not against Yugoslavia, that this is not a war against Yugoslavia. What on the earth are those 3 men working down there, what they were doing?
Well, I'll tell you what we're against. We're against people being driven from their home, their villages destroyed, people being taken out from their homes and shot. We're against genocide. That's what we're against.
Then stop the bombs, because you are performing genocide. Your propaganda is quite similar to Goebbels' propaganda. You're running down bridges. More than 60 schools are being run down at this moment in Yugoslavia, in Kosovo, both.
Well, sorry, when you say run down, sorry, just a matter of the language. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean. When you say run down, what do you mean? Are you telling me the bombs have fallen on schools?
Yes, first they hit probably with one bomb, and when after the reconnaissance mission, after the mission they saw they didn't finish it over, they finished it over a second time. You are doing the same thing to the hospitals, for God's sake.
Well,
and you are talking about, and you are spilling tears about those 3 people who went from Macedonia, who were caught in Serbia with their arms in their hands.
We are spilling tears for 1 million people, or whatever the figure is now, who have lost their homes, and many people who have lost their lives in Kosovo. That's what we're spilling tears for. And if you hadn't started that, presumably NATO would not have started this.
No, the whole campaign started when you started bombing, sir. Are you that, you can't see the obvious?
Oh, but it didn't. Well, no, I can't see it because it's not true. The whole campaign did not start when we started bombing. The campaign had been going on for a long time before, and you were building up towards this.
Well, actually, I don't know who is building up what, but I know that you actually are doing the things that were performed by some of obviously your predecessors 50 years ago with same results. You are making the same results as though from the other side of the English Channel.
So,
but you are making the same thing. And by that war propaganda, that hysteria you are making, yes, you are driving ethnic Albanians.
Well,
hang
on a moment. Yeah.
And why did you call me if you don't want me to speak to you?
Well, no. I mean, I'm trying to get some sense out of this. I mean, it is not.
Maybe it's a high time to put some sense in it.
It is not NATO forces who are in Kosovo who are shelling villages. It is not NATO forces who are in Kosovo taking people out and shooting them. It is not NATO forces who are responsible for all those people having had to flee from their homes.
People are fleeing from their homes. By the way, where are your pictures from the people from Kosovo, ethnic Albanians running from that television?
We have them on television every night, many thousands of them.
Sorry?
We have them on television every night, many thousands of refugees.
Yes. And where are the pictures of the people of Kosovo Albanians that are refugees now in Serbia? We had two trains in Belgrade only last night and the day before of those people.
Well, I tell you what, if you let us have our camera crews and our reporters in Kosovo, we could report the thing much more clearly, couldn't we? But you won't let us. Why is that?
Who is not letting you where?
Your authorities are not letting us.
Please, sir, with all due respect, don't speak falsehoods.
Well, why have our reporters been thrown out of Kosovo then, and by whom?
Who is driven who from Kosovo? You obviously do not know that we do have a lot of crews down in Kosovo, here in Belgrade also.
Oh, certainly we have people in Belgrade, I acknowledge that. We don't have them in Kosovo.
And who provides you with a picture?
Well, that's the point, isn't it? Your Serbian television crews provide us with pictures, but
Actually,
we presume that not
pictures.
telling the entire picture, because what we don't see is some of the atrocities that are going on there.
Well, sir, I don't see you at the moment, but your nose is getting bigger. Pictures are from Reuters, from AP TV. I should know because I've seen those people coming back from Pristina to feed their pictures from Belgrade to their respective countries.
So you're going to keep those, just to go return to the American soldiers, you're going to keep those there indefinitely?
Well, sure, I don't know. It's a military thing. Military kept them, military caught them, and supposedly maybe they'll let them go if they fall for the story that they are tourists.